is Article 237, which he wants to change and say that all land belongs to the government. Now, once he takes away the land, we have nothing. I want you to understand that you can say what you want, but if you have no land, you have nothing. And Museveni is a good student of history, and he knows throughout history the people who owned the land owned everything. And that is true. Once people come and take away your land, you can do what you want. You can even have a good life. But once you don't have a place where you're situated, you have nothing. Now, that is the truth. Now, you can come and say, like myself, I'm a Munyoro, I was born of so-and-so, born on so-and-so from this place. But in that place, do I have any land? It belongs to the government. Now, I know there are people who are going to come and say that, you know, in other countries, land belongs to the government, and then they will try to benchmark against other countries. Let me tell you, you can benchmark all you want, but other countries have governments. For us, we have family rule. And we all know if the government belongs to the, sorry, if the land belongs to the government, we know exactly what kind of people are going to be in ownership of that land very soon. We know it. We might not say it, but we know it. We know who is going to own the land. We know who is going to be dispossessed. We know who is going to end up landless. And then we know that that's the fight. That is, that's what they mean by pulling the carpet from under you. Because all these other things can be changed, by the way. The government can be changed, financial institutions, all these things can be reversed. But when you get somebody and give them a piece of land and give them a lease of 99 years, because land belongs to the government, and if this law were to pass, before he goes, he's going to first split it among his people. I know that for a fact. Now, when you get somebody and give him a piece of land and tell them this is your land, you have a lease. Now, regardless of how unjustified the acquisition of that land is, after some time, it will be impossible for you to uproot them. Or it will require bloodshed for those people to be uprooted. Even if they got the land unjustly, after some time, it is impossible to uproot them without bloodshed. Now, that's why this is important. And I want you to know that this is the end of all things. This is what he has always planned. This has been in the making. All along, he has been potting his balls one by one. Just like when you play pool, you pot every ball, but you know the only way you're going to win is by potting the black. Now, this is the black. Now, I'll give you an example. All institutions are based on land. I'll start even with religious institutions. The Catholics are what they are because they have a lot of land on which they have their farms, they have their seminaries, they have what, and you know, and that's part of their religion, and they have acquired that land over a period of time. Now, will there be a Catholic religion when there is no land, when all land belongs to the government? Now, the Muslims have been quarreling over their land being sold. Why? Because all religious institutions are not just about going to church or to the mosque and what. They are constituted in one way. They need land to keep themselves positioned. They need land to continue with the propagation of their religion through seminaries and all that. They need land. And now one of the biggest wars with religious institutions actually has been over land. But now these religious institutions own land. Now imagine if even the Protestants have been quarreling over land, and they also have a lot of land. Now imagine if suddenly by one stroke of the pen, all land belongs to government. So that means Muslims, Catholics, Protestants, all those people, nobody has land. All land belongs to the government. What is that going to signify for us as a country? But then also, cultural institutions. Now, I'll give an example of Uganda. Before Kabaka became Kabaka, he was Sabataka. Sabataka means Lord of the land. Because kingdoms are based on land. You're a king? Yes. Now where is your land? Now imagine you go and tell somebody you're Kabaka, you're Sabataka, but all your taka belongs to the government. Like you've pulled the carpet from under him. There is nothing on which he's holding. So you cannot have a cultural institution without land involved. So now, and yet the abuse that is going to come in case this article is changed, but thankfully it has to go through parliament because it's in the constitution. It cannot be changed any other way apart from through parliament. But if it is changed, that is Museveni changing the demographics of Uganda completely once and for all. And he has always wanted that. Now this is his black ball. He is moving around, positioning for the black ball to pot it. The minute he pots it, that's the end of Uganda as you once knew it. I am telling you the truth. You will not know Uganda the way you once knew it. Now, it started by Nyeko Penmogi, the chairman of the Land Commission, saying that we should change this. But that's exactly how all other things Museveni does starts. One person comes and says, yeah, I think we should remove the article of term limits and extend it. Then they draw everybody into a debate. Then you start debating. Then he pays people to say, yeah, you know, what if people still want him and what? The next thing you know, it has been changed. Now, this man has been used as, to be honest, as the idiot. To start up this stupidity. Okay? And now, they want to draw all Uganda into a debate. But you're debating about your existence. It's like debating about whether they should shoot you on the firing squad or not. If you get yourself involved in that debate, you're a fool. Now, this debate about land belonging to government is the final one we are going to have. After that, they will have pulled the rug from underneath our feet. We shall be people hanging in the air, saying that we are Ugandans, but we are not situated anywhere. We have no place that we can call our own. But we are Ugandans. Nzedi Muganda, Nzedi Munyoro, Nzedi Musoga. Yeah, but the land belongs to government, not to you. And government can give it to whomsoever they please, regardless of what cultural background there is, what traditional background there is, what family structure there is. The land belongs to government. They can give it to whomsoever they wish. So now, members of the 11th Parliament, I come in peace. I know that you have fought so many wars and lost. Not just this parliament. Maybe not in this parliament. I know the 10th parliament fought over the age limit and lost to the executive. I know you fought wars before, fought wars and lost. But I want you to know that let this be the final stand. Like where you stand and say, here we are not going to back down. We are going to stand our ground. We are not going to let you change the demographics of this country. This is our final call. Okay? Final call. If we miss this call and choose individual rewards, money here, money there, taking some money here, like this man here, Nyeko Penmogi, for some individual job favor and all that, and we take and for favors, and we allow them to change this article of the Constitution, we are finished. We are done. We are absolutely done. And I want you to know that Museveni is a good student of history. He knows that if he can turn the land over to the people he wants, that is it. Because first of all, there are laws regarding the resources that are in that land. The people who are on it get a percentage of the resources. So if it's gold, if it is oil, if it is diamonds, if it is marble, if it is iron ore, that's it. Okay? So now, as he finishes his presidency, one way or another, he wants to make sure that he has sorted this land issue, given the land to the people whom he wants. We know whom he will give it to. Don't fool yourselves. We know whom he will give it to. We all know. We are Ugandans. We are old enough to understand this. After that, there will be, the only way back might be bloody, if there is any way back. Otherwise, there might not be any way back. But coming back, when somebody has occupied the land, which, and you start telling them that in 1950s, this land used to belong to my father and what, and the person has been there and is situated there and is paying and has a lease from government, which gives him ownership of that land, they would have to be pangas if you are going to take that land back. And I hope it doesn't get to that. I hope it comes down to Parliament. Finally, win one war. One war. Just if you win this one war for us, that this is all we ask. And I come in peace. Stand your ground. Don't go along party lines, because you might belong to a party, but you don't belong to the family. And the land will eventually be for the family. So regardless of what party you belong, forget about that. Do this for God and for your country and for 61 years of independence. Thank you very much.